jumping right in. The Christians, the Christian hierarchy, because when I say Christians, I don't want people to believe that I'm picking on those who believe in Christ, who are just churchgoers, okay? We're talking about the Christian authority, the deceivers. There's many good people who are Christians, okay, who are just there to do the right thing, okay, in their belief in Christ. But they've been deceived, right? Christians have been deceived. Why? Because Christ said, many shall come in my name, saying I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Now, the Christians will tell us, well, since Christ came, we no longer have to follow the law. The law was bad stuff. But what they're really telling us is that you're not supposed to recognize sin. Right? They don't want you to go into the Old Testament because it's not about the death part of the law, more so than knowing what's right or wrong according to God's law. Okay? How do you know you're doing wrong if you haven't read the law? Right? And a lot of this systematic, what you would call dysfunction within our communities is because the Christian church ignores the law. It's not bad enough. On top of ignoring it, they try to use Christ as the authority to claim that it's okay. It's all right to ignore it. They'll tell you since Christ came, you don't got to follow the law. Liar. Matthew 5, verse 17. Think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall what? Shall no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Christ didn't come back yet. Okay. His second coming is also in the Old Testament, which means the law is still in place. Until all is fulfilled, the law still stands. What I read in the Bible, there's a judgment on those who continue in that activity without repenting. Now, whosoever, let's speak from an institutional standpoint here. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, like your Christian church telling people the law is done away with, liar. He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. What do you mean Christ came to do away with the law? You a liar from the pits of hell. See, the reason why they have to now start explaining when it comes to the law being done away with, because then people are going to start asking them, what's going on with your Sunday worship? What God are you truly serving on Sunday? When the sun god was being worshipped by the Egyptians. That's Satan. The sun god was being worshipped by the Babylonians, where the Tower of Babel was getting worked on 6 days a week, and the rest day was Sunday at the Tower of Babel. See, this is why they got to do all this explaining when it comes to the law being done away with, because there's no excuse for people who claiming they following the law. There's no excuse for them not following it. So now they got to come up and try to use Christ as a reason for them breaking God's law. You can't use God's son for that. Just say that you're pagan. Just say that you worship Satan on Sunday. Because Christ said, listen, either be hot or cold or be spewed out. You can't play the middle. Christ didn't set up Sunday. Okay? Then you have to ask why you're eating all types of bad food, leading to our people getting diagnosed with all these different diseases. Talking about if I pray over it. No, you can't pray over what God made for waste. Okay? How can you claim that you will be a part of the ordering of Christ's kingdom to come? Out of order. Out of order with no law. And think that Christ is going to task you with the position and authority to order the earth. It's delusion, folks. It's delusion at its highest. And the Most High is done with these churches lying to his people. If you just teach the Bible as it is written, you wouldn't have to explain why you're not following it. You wouldn't have to explain it. You'll just be following it. So don't try to use Christ. Christ says, don't even think in your mind I come to destroy the law.